Hey everybody, it's AJ. It is a Something to Do Saturday Summer Edition, which means I'm going to try and give you 10 tips in 10 minutes or less. And it's the last week of summer reading. Oh my gosh. That means summer's almost over. But hey, the good news is there's still some vegetable season left and it's harvest season. So if you've got some extra vegetables, maybe you want to take advantage of those farmers markets or the good prices at the grocery store, I'm going to give you 10 tips or tricks on how to make the most of that. Come on, let's go. So if you've watched any videos and hung out with me in the kitchen, you know I hate waste. So what do you do when you have just a spoonful or two of vegetables left after dinner? Grab yourself a freezer bag and keep it in your freezer. And take those leftovers and dump them right in there. And a few leftovers later, you've got enough for a delicious soup or maybe even a casserole or a stir fry, depending on what you've got in here. This also works great for vegetables that you have in the refrigerator that may go bad before you can get to using them. Just cut them up, dump them in your freezer bag. Again, keep it towards the front of the freezer, or if you have an upright freezer, on the door, so you can just dump your leftovers in there nice and quick. It makes an easy, quick startup meal when you want soup in the winter time, and sadly that's just around the corner. Got more than just a spoonful of vegetables left over? How about some vegetable fajitas? My favorite are leftover diced potatoes. Nice potato griller. If you've ever had one of those at Taco Bell, only homemade is way better. A little bit of potato, a little bit of cheese, maybe some onions and peppers if you got them. Roll that up, and with a little butter spray, you can fry it in a frying pan or put it in your panini maker if you have one, or a sandwich maker. Toast it up, and yummy. You have delicious vegetable grillers. Yum! Mashed potatoes also make excellent grillers. They also make a good fried potato patty, especially with some onions and sour cream in there. But did you know that you can also freeze your mashed potatoes? And even if you don't want to use them in a casserole or reheat them, you can use them to thicken up soups and stews. They make an excellent thickener. So save those mashed potatoes. So when you're slicing or dicing up your pepper for stuffed peppers or pepper pizza, don't throw away the top. No waste, no waste. By cutting the top, dicing it up, and saving it either in your frozen vegetable bag or putting it in your eggs or your yummy loaded mashed potatoes, when you dice up the top of a pepper, rather than throwing it away, look how much more you're getting. Look how much you might have wasted. Save the tops.
I mentioned pepper pizza. It's a great alternative if you're trying to be gluten-free, trying to avoid white flour, or just looking for a little healthier, maybe a little more calorie-friendly pizza. I par-bake the peppers, which means you're going to brush them with a little olive oil or butter and put them in the oven for about 5 minutes. Then add your pizza sauce, a little garlic, or in my case a lot of garlic, some mozzarella cheese, and then of course your favorite pizza toppings. Go ahead and put a little meat on there and all those vegetables you're trying to use up, right? Once you've topped your pizza with all of your favorite pizza toppings, go ahead and add another layer of top cheese and put them in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes until they're nice and golden brown, and you will have a delicious and calorie-friendly, somewhat tasty pepper pizza. Yum!
And when we talk about saving the tops, celery is no exception. Even this leafy part, save the top. You can put it in that freezer bag for soup, but it also works very well if you dry it. And you don't need a fancy dehydrator to dry your celery or any of your other vegetables. Most vegetables can actually be laid out on a cookie sheet very thinly, put on your lowest setting at keep warm, and leave them overnight, and in the morning you'll have nice dried vegetables. It works nicely as a vegetable flake, or you can even grind them up in a food processor or a blender and have a flavorful vegetable powder. The really cool thing about the dried vegetable flakes is it's really super easy to make a soup mix that you can hand out at the holidays. Extra bonus prize. And speaking of drying sweet potatoes, and even though it's not a vegetable, I'll mention apples because it's apple season. If you slice them and dry them, they make excellent chew toys for your dogs, and it's a healthy alternative to rawhide. Much safer and much healthier. Thanks, Marcus. You can use the same process of putting them on a cookie sheet and drying them overnight in the oven. Well, we certainly couldn't talk about vegetables without talking about zucchini in Northeast Ohio, right? It's plentiful this time of year. In fact, there's even a day dedicated to leave a zucchini on your neighbor's porch day. Yeah, go ahead, leave a zucchini on mine. I got lots of ideas for them. One of the things I like to do is slice it long ways, very thin, because we're always looking for alternatives to pasta, right? We all need healthy alternatives to pasta. But this is absolutely excellent, especially if you're gluten-free, because a lot of the gluten-free stuff, or the fancy wheat pastas, if you're just looking for a healthier alternative, is very expensive. You slice up your pieces of zucchini, just like so, put them in a frying pan with a little olive oil and a little garlic, or in my case, a lot of garlic, and these will end up being just like spaghetti noodles. Put some sauce over them, a little onion and pepper, maybe even a little mozzarella or Parmesan cheese, and yum. Way better than any kind of bland pasta you're gonna buy in the store, I guarantee it. You can also slice yours a little wider and a little thinner, and these work great as lasagna noodles. Want to make your lasagna even better? Put the noodles in a bag, a Ziploc bag, in the refrigerator overnight. They'll dry out a little more and your lasagna won't be as watery. Want some extra flavor? Throw a little garlic in there with it. You can never go wrong with garlic, right? Yum. Zucchini pasta. So you're ready for a really wild idea with your zucchini? How about zucchini crisp? Yeah, like apple crisp, only no. Zucchini. What? I know, sounds crazy, but it actually works. Soak your zucchini in a little bit of apple juice, and then go ahead and make your zucchini crisp just like you would apple crisp. Season it with some cinnamon, some brown sugar, a little oatmeal and butter over the top, and there you go. Another use for zucchini. Great, right? Surprisingly tastes really good. Think outside the box when it comes to stuffing vegetables. We've all had the stuffed peppers, but how about hollowing out a zucchini in the middle and stuffing it with other vegetables or some stuffing? Yum. Mushrooms, hollow out that center and put some spinach and artichoke dip in there. Yummy. Pour out a tomato, stuff it with tuna and cheese and bake it. Absolutely delicious. The possibilities are endless, and it makes a good meatless meal. And when you find yourself with some odds and ends and maybe not enough to make one of anything, don't forget kebabs, those handy little sticks. You skewer some vegetables on there, especially mix in a little fruit like pineapple or mango. Put them on the grill or even your broiler. It makes a delicious side dish, or with a few pieces of meat, a delicious meal. So how'd we do? Did we get 10 tips in 10 minutes or less? I hope so. I think we did. I hope you've enjoyed all of our summer programming. Make sure that you're checking out our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and our website to find out what's coming in the fall, which is just a couple weeks away. We've got big plans, lots of fun. If you enjoyed this video today, please like, comment, and share so that your friends can become our friends. And until next time, I will see you real soon.